Hello guys, this is Paula, back from my retreat. Listen, I'm sorry it took me so long to get back. I was not gone that long, obviously, but I came back not feeling very well because it was really rough on me. And so I'm back to normal. I see my doctor this afternoon, so I'm excited about that. Now, I have a custom order I'm trying to fill, and so I've been kind of having to work pretty fast in order to get all those books to her. So there's like 4 books. And so probably the best way to get a book is to go back to the video where there was tea staining, and half of that was showing the little golden books, if that's what you're interested in. All right, so this one is for a little girl, and so it's what is it called? This is my wonder book. This is a wonder book, not a little golden book. I gave it stars, blue like the sky, stars like a snowy kind of look. Stars are not snow, but it has a cold look to it. And there's snow on the tree, and snow is mentioned in the book. Now, this book is not finished. I just bound it, and I've been working on making, I haven't done the final touches like fixing the letters and putting the beads on and putting the hitch on and all of that. So this little book is different. It's 2 signatures, and I did this really cool white. It kind of has a little glisten to it, and I did it because this is kind of snowy, and it looks a lot like this fabric. And yeah, so the beginning of the little wonder books is, you know, it has this, on this particular one, it has this little rabbit. This is my wonder book. And so it had a name on it, and so I fixed that, and then I did the edging and everything. So that is not going to have a library card because it's just too precious. So I thought you guys could help me today. I know we've done this in the last video or the video before, but I got to get these things decorated so I can get them out the door and we can do something different, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is, I thought on the back, even though it has this really cute stuff, I'm still not sure I want to do it. I was going to put this right here. I stitched around it, but I didn't know if, since it was a little girl, whether or not she'd want this to be covered up. So I'm going to wait on that till the very last, until I can make my final decision. So I'm going to set that aside. Okay, so what we're going to do is just basically put, you know, some things, the embellishments are very little girl-like. And so this is the center of the book, just so you can see. It's got the same paper for the front or the outside cover of each signature. I did stitch in blue because of these papers, and so all of the stitching is in blue. The spine is blue, the book in the back is blue, and I cleaned this book up really good. I operated on it the best I could. You know, Christmas books are not as easy to get hold of as, you know, as any others, and it seems like they're always the most that are loved. Don't ask me why. I think it's because they love Santa. But anyway, so I'm letting, this story is about the little rabbit who, let me look at it to refresh my memory. I read these all the time and I get them all confused. So this little rabbit finds this piece of paper, and he's able to read on it, and most rabbits can't read, but he was able to read it, and he was all excited, so he took it home to his parents and his family, and they just kind of laughed at him and said, "You can't read, no rabbit can read." And he's saying, "Listen to me, I'm trying to tell you something." Well, basically, as it goes along, let me get in here. It's divided up differently than Little Golden Books. So I had to really try to figure out. It had one single sheet, or two single sheets. And one had to be in a certain place in the book to work. And the other had to be in another place in the book to work. So, long story short, it was hard to figure out. Okay, so he finds something else. He reads it. And he says he can't understand why the people in the picture are looking up. And so he goes on and, you know, they're still making fun of him, and he's heartbroken, and he goes out, and he couldn't believe what was going on. He couldn't understand why he kept getting these things to read. And so finally he got one that's had a grocery list. It says 1 bag of red berries, 1 tree, 1 package of icicles, 1 box of snow, 1 silver star. Well, so he took it home. He felt like it was a clue to tell him to gather these things. And I know you guys have probably read this book, but I want it to make more sense to you as to why I decorated like I did. And so they're still saying it's nonsense. And he's got this list. And then he finds a list about what is Christmas. Christmas is holiday, that blah, blah, blah. We all know what that is, right? And so he discovers it. And I think he goes back and he gets his family all convinced. Yeah, he's convincing his family of what needs to be done. And let's see what else it says here. So they go to find, he says on here, what is Christmas? Christmas is the holiday that comes in December. People give presents, sing songs in the snow. They decorate a Christmas tree. First, they find the nicest fern tree they can. Then they put trimmings on it and icicles and snow and other things that are beautiful. Last of all, they put a star on the top of the tree. Then they kiss each other and say, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. So that's what they're believing is Christmas. And so that's what they set out to do. And they still don't know the true meaning of Christmas. But they know the star has something to do with it. So here they are. They're throwing snow on the tree. They're putting decorations on the tree. And it gets down to everything being done, and the little boy rabbit says, but we don't have a silver star. And so they were all, you know, trying to figure out, well, where do we get a star? What do we do about the star? And so finally they stand there and they don't understand. But I'm going to get to the end of it before I tell you. They're looking at it, and they're saying they can't take their eyes off of it or the bare spot. That evening, they were watching the stars, and there was a star that kept moving toward the tree. And that evening, the star climbed further and further up the sky in the back of the trees, higher and higher. Then all at once, it burst into sight at the tip of the tree, and it clung there right on top of the bare spot. So they were able to get their star. And that was Christmas to them. They had never experienced that. So they celebrate. And I guess a lot like the rest of us, except we know what the star really means. And now even the rabbits do. Okay, so I know that was silly, but I wanted to do it because first of all, this book's full of Santa. It has nothing to do with the story, but this is a little girl. And so I want to make sure she has some Santa things going on in here. But we also concentrate on the snow. And I was going to do not just the snow, but like other things that could go along with it. I could have done ornaments, but I decided to do a tree in the center, trees in the center, okay? And then I did different snows, but I wanted them to look like a star. And that was my goal. And I do put a little digital in here, but I also put a Christmas tree greeting card that is a used greeting card. And I find pictures in the Ideal book of all these different outdoor trees, and then some fun things that has the tree in it for the child, and then on and on. So pretty much both sides is the same. I do put Santa right here in a Christmas card. So I need you to help me decorate this. Now, needless to say, there is nothing in it yet. So, I just want to show you some of the things. I wanted to stick with kind of pockets that were kind of childlike. And I'm trying to get them all dug out here. Now, I'm sure I have to make more, but I did some flat pockets with trees and ornaments. It says, be merry and bright, let's jingle. I just thought they were cute. And then I did 2 different pocket sizes here with Christmas trees, and then I did them with the star like snowflake, a couple different sizes, a belly band, gotta have a belly band, and then I did an envelope, and I wrote Dear Santa on here, childlike, and I put some fake stamps, and I stamped it. Has Santa in the background, and here it has 2 little girls because she does have a little sister. And you turn it over, and it's a place for her to write to Santa, which, you know, it'll be time to do that. And here I have made a flip, and it says, have a jolly Christmas, Merry Christmas. I have some vintage Santas in here, but then I have some really bright, cheery Santas. And then I just added some Christmas lingo here, naughty or nice, holly jolly, Christmas 25th, jingle bells, just stuff for her to play with. And this will be attached to the book. Okay, that's one thing. And then I wanted it to be more playful, so I did a coin envelope, and I put a Santa on the front. I use this same Santa a lot because he just looks like fun. So she'll need to tump it out. It says North Pole because that's where Santa is, right? And then here's some little paper doll, cute little Dolly Dimple. And it's just, you know, something she'll like. And then there's Santa, one of Tim Holtz Santas. And everything's been inked. And here's just a playful Santa in a little vehicle. And Kris Kringle, Santa, and St. Nicholas. So every child needs to know the different names that Santa has. So, and in this, he brought, when she opens this, it's like Santa brought the paper dolls. Okay, so just put everything back in there, and it will all be a nice surprise for her when she opens it. And I've got this little pocket. I thought, you know, I've used this in several things. I add some snowflakes across here. And here's the background. Well, you got to put something in the pocket, right? So I thought instead of covering up Santa, because she would enjoy Santa, I would pull out 3 little cards that say, ho, ho, ho. So we made it like a game, okay? I don't know if you guys are noticing that in my early years when my children were small, I taught preschool. Don't ask me why I brought that up, but it made me think of it. Okay, so here we have a bag that kind of looks like it's throwing down some snowflakes, and here's the tree. I put a couple tickets here with Santa and with a tree on it, and I just pulled this out. This is vintage. I have no idea what it's for. I think it was like some kind of topper that goes on something, but I just thought he was cute. He's laughing. He's got his hands over him and shows him on both sides. And I did cut the sides. It was like a cone, and I just thought it'd be more if I could cut it, more fun if I cut it and she could do whatever with it. She might want to write or journal inside. I'm sure she's learning how to do those things. Here is a couple snowflake backgrounds and tags. I need to add toppers to them, but I haven't yet because I thought, you know, we'll see. This one flips up. The other one opens out like a book. And then I've got this one. I just kind of put the star up there and 3 snowflakes and then topped it. And it flips up as well. Now, it doesn't have a Santa on it. It just says, let it snow. And on the inside, I put a card in here that says, a Merry Christmas to you. And then it goes on to talk about Christ's birth. And then I put this little bag in here. And this is a tiny little envelope. And I just clipped it on. Inside, well, I can't get it out till I take off the paper clip. It has, come let us adore him there. And then it has, I stamped a little angel. Because I thought that was fitting. And on the back, it's got Santa. But I thought it was fitting for the little bag. So I made this little tiny envelope. What little kid wouldn't like that, right? Now, let's see if their little hands can get what's in here out. Oh, it's a little bitty journaling card. And it's a little girl sleeping. And in the background, it shows Santa coming in to decorate, to put the gifts under the Christmas tree. I just think that's precious. Okay, so I'm going to clip this back on here because we don't want to lose it for one thing. And then I did a bag, and I folded the bottom of the bag up to make a pocket, and I covered it in the green, and then I used the red stripe. It says the Christmas tree. I used 2 handles because I didn't want to cover up the title, but this is the Christmas tree song. And then I decoupaged some tags, and I did this. This is a tree here. I put in here in the pocket, topped it with some red ribbon, and here's a little book that I made with just different little pages that has Merry Christmas on the outside. So that's that. And then I have a journaling card to go under the belly band, and it just has all these Christmas words. This is a Tim Holtz paper from the past, and I just put Santa on here and then covered something in the back for her to journal. So that's where we're at. I think first what we'll do is put things that need to be glued down. And some of the stuff I'm not sure about gluing. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But we're going to do the pockets first. So I hope you guys have been doing good. I got to tell you about my retreat. So we can talk about that while we're doing this. Going to find a place for this crazy belly band. Anyway, I just had a great time. I had to take my walker, which was a bummer, but I'm going to put this right here, and it acts like it's a tiny bit long. So let's just take care of that right now. Now we'll see if that fits. Close enough. Close enough. Everything's inked. Everything I made is inked. So anyway, I had a great time. We got there late Thursday night, got a room, and I had a hard time sleeping. It wasn't excitement. It was just my legs were just, I've been having trouble with the right side, but I'm discovering that what's bringing that on mostly is the therapy, and it's also making the other side hurt, and I'm sure that's expected, but I can't tolerate it. I mean, it's so bad. I've kind of dropped back on my therapy and decided, to give it a break and let it get better. I was guessing that was what was wrong. But I didn't want to keep taking pain pills. I haven't had one in several days because I backed off of it. Now, needless to say, making sure I get this straight. Let's see. That's close enough. Anyway, so I want to make sure, you know, I get where I need to be with this surgery, but not have tons of pain. So I see my doctor this afternoon, and I'll give you more information in the next video. I want to drive. I want to take a bath instead of a shower. I want to, let me tell you, I want to get the right side injected. I might have to go to physical therapy so they can come up with some ways that don't kill me. And this is going to go under here whenever this all dries, and we can safely put it there. Okay, so we're still in the first signature on the first half, so let's go to the second half and we'll put something in here. So how about we put something Christmas-like? We're going to put this here. Well, really, I would rather put, that's the bottom part of the tree, but that has to happen, you know, what can I say? Maybe, no, I think I'm going to skip that. I think I'm going to put it on another, I want to put it on the, some of the stuff on the print side so it doesn't take up all of the other things here. Okay, I don't want to take any journaling pages. Oh, and I need to do something here. So why don't we? We can put this on the back here, can't we? Now, needless to say, you have to take all this out to glue this in and to keep it from, you know, not being able to glue down. So I'm going to put it right here because it's the perfect spot. You know, when I have something from a vintage book that has advertisement, I cover it up. This doesn't give a copyright on here. So, but it's old. Okay, I'm not going to have her try to put stuff behind the pocket because, you know, she's young and it might just tear the pocket off the book. So I'm just going down here and around the outside first, and then I'm just going to try not to get my Christmas. Look, I'm in the spirit. Let me tell you, I was cold and I went in the closet, and this was the only in-between that wouldn't burn me up, but wouldn't also be Christmas, but all my regular pajamas or winter pajamas are so warm. So I just decided, well, we'll just wear this Christmas one. At least we'll be comfortable. And you guys will see this a lot. It's one of my favorite pair. When it's clean, I wear it. So, you know, what can I say? So I'm going to rub this down really good here. I'm not going to put anything in it until it completely dries. But you guys know what's going in. So hopefully, after the doctor says it's okay, man, listen, last week I was ready. I was so ready to get my other hip fixed. But then I thought, well, how will I walk? You know, got to give the other one a chance to heal. But I'm still struggling on. I can get up, but I don't know. I have to use both hands. I can't just pull myself up, but I will. I think it's because I'm just not super strong. You know, I'm not the strongest person. Okay, so that's there, and we're going to move on to the first part of the second signature. And let's see, what do we want to put on here? I want to put, we need something with red. Maybe we'll do this little pocket. Okay. And then we can put something inside once we know what that's going to be. I just made basic things to put in this time. And then, you know, I a lot of times go back and do other things once the main stuff is in, you know. And I wanted to do the simplest things for her so she can really interact with the book. And her grandmother bought her a book last year, so she's probably learning how to journal. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to put this right here. Now, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to add any lace because it is a little girl. That might be the last thing I do before I do anything else. Okay, so went to my retreat. Over 400 women, nothing new. Brought in they raise a lot of money, so I brought 4 pair of pajamas. They were all Mickey Mouse because it was Mickey Mouse themed. But anyway, so I decided to get children's pajamas because I just thought, well, you know, that'd be better for kids to have PJs. I'm going to put this right here. I did not get this straight. I don't know what was going on with me. How about we put it right here to look nicer? Every now and then, I try real hard to get it straight as possible. But you know, you can have one distraction, or you could be, you know, doing anything. Sleeping. I'm just kidding. I was not sleeping. Anyway, so I had to take my walker. I walked in with my cane and did the registry, and I realized right away this is not going to work because you got to have your hands free. You know, you're handling tickets and all kinds of stuff, and you know, they give you a door prize ticket, and you have to keep your badge. You know, you have a badge. The badge had the castle from Disney on it, and so that was fun. But then I put that right there so don't bulk it up too much. So I took my walker. My walker's, you know, this is my recreation type walker. It has a seat on it, and I can raise that and keep my purse and everything, medicine, everything down inside that little pocket, and it's with me all the time. So I didn't have to worry about my purse and all that jazz. So that was nice. Okay, so we've done one thing in both areas, or each area. Let's start back at the first journal page. Got to get these numbers off of here whenever I do the final touches. Okay, and this little snowman cute. I found him on a swap table at the retreat, and I got whole pack. They're so cute. You bring stuff that you don't need. Other people bring stuff they don't need, and you can get whatever you want off the table. I say that's quite a good idea. That's what I think. Okay, so let's put, we got Santa here in this blue vehicle, so I want to put this other blue one there. I think we put the other blue one on the other side, so we're good. Okay. So, had a blast. So, I got 40 tickets for my 4 pair of pajamas. Woo! And you can draw and get as many, but it has a grand prize. Let's see, the grand prize, there were 2. One was a Cricut maker, and one was 1 full year of her crops. And she does this for a living, so it's not like, you know, she just goes to this one place. She goes all over. She just added Branson last year. So I'm going to, anyway, everybody shows up for that wants to go. I didn't go last year, but I'm not going to go to every single one. It gets expensive. It makes, and besides, you enjoy it more whenever you look forward to it, right? Okay, so let's see what we got here. Where do we want to put? Let's put one of these trees. Let me see what we have. The belly band in here, if I remember right. No, the belly band's in the front, so we had this little guy. Okay, so we'll put this little, let's put this big tree right here. Okay. All right. Oh, every time I use my, I get so frustrated. Every time I use my glue, this is what happens. Every single time. You put your lid on if you're not fast enough. And I forgot to put it on. That was my fault. Anyway, so we had those tickets. And then later, we had a, what do you call it? Where they lay out the object. It's some kind of raffle thing. And they lay out all the things that's going to be given away. And they have bags in front of them. And you go through there. And of course, they're being supervised because it's right out in front of where the people sit. But they do not lack having great things to give away. And so I will just tell you, I bought about 20 tickets or maybe 30. I don't know. But they're good buys. So it's like if you buy $20, you get 40 tickets. No, I'm sorry, 30 tickets. So if you just bought 10, you would get 12. But if you bought $20, you would get 30 tickets. So, you know, that's how they get you to bump up. But there was so much money raised for the cancer children and other cancer patients, was one of them. And then they have the cheerleaders working in the concession, and they're always super great kids. I'm not kidding you. They really are. I love this paper right here, but I'm thinking this little Santa will look cute there. Doesn't he look cute? He's all bordered down. Okay, so he's going here, and I might, let me see. It's pretty heavy. I think I'm going to have to, I don't think I'm going to put a pocket back there because she's got 2 pockets on the inside. That's enough for a little one. So I want to make sure I get plenty of glue on this because things will get back to normal on my channel as soon as I meet these things I need to do. Now, I'm thinking I've got 2 ideas. Are you guys doing December dailies this year? If so, say yes. Please, you guys, leave a comment and let me know so I know what to do with you guys. I know a lot of you don't leave comments, and I don't always leave comments either. But if you could do that for me and let me know if you want to watch me do a December daily, or do we want to just decorate a, what do you call it? Unless we just want to decorate another collage book. Figure out what we did wrong last time. Well, I think what we did wrong last time was we just got too thick of a book. So you don't want a book with, you know, crazy amounts of pages, for one thing. I don't know, Gail, and you don't want to put so much bulk in it that, you know. So that's what I was thinking, those 2 things. I can decorate a book. I think this year it's going to be a Christmas traveler's notebook, and maybe even an insert. I bought one and I thought, wow, that would be great to use that. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this back in here. Now, this I thought would be a fun thing for a little girl because, you know, she can just play in the pockets. What's not fun about that, right? Okay, so now we're back to first half of the first signature. We can put this in here now. Okay, how cute. How cute, how cute. Okay, so now we're going to decorate this first half. Let's see, what do we want to do? Do we want to put our, oh, there's the way in the manger. Let's see what we've got that we can use on that. Let's see, we've got this little bag, which I can make as a side tuck. How about we do that? Let's make it as a side tuck. And I'm going to take all this off. And then, let's see, I want this side. So when you do a side tuck, you just want to, you know, make sure you have glue that will hold it on for a while. And I probably got too much right there. You know, when your glue gets to this state where it starts leaking out, it usually, whenever you try to decorate something, I just got that all over my sequins. What can I say? I'll get it off later. So we're going to put this here as a tuck for this sweet little girl. And the next book I'm making is her sister's. So yeah, this has been fun. Okay. I made Grandma's first, and then I made the sister. I think this is the youngest sister's little book. Not positive, but it's the way I understood it. Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to get the glue that's seeping underneath this. Just kind of come out. Okay. I knew it probably would in one place or another, but I'm surprised it didn't in several. Because it was pretty full of glue. Okay, so on that one, where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. So we have this little angel right there. And we've got our little envelope right here. Okay, now let me find. I don't have, what's this say? Wishing you a very Merry Christmas. I think I'm going to fix it where this goes in there because I like that. I haven't inked it. It says, wishing you a very Merry Christmas. It's not too heavy, and I think that'd be perfect, and she can journal or write on the back. Okay. Let's see. Little stars. I'll have to go back and add some writing on the back of that one. Okay. We're going to put that right there. I'm not going to stick it down in there very far because right now it would not be good. Okay, so now in this section, what do we want to do? Got that pocket. Let me see what else we have. This was a used card here. It said Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and I had their name here, so I just glued that over the people's name. And let's see. I'll let that dry a little longer. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? This little guy is cute. How about, do we want, I don't want to cover up that red. I love it. Let's see what else we've got. We've got a lot of writing space. We could put it here, but I don't want to unless it's last resort. So we could put this Santa here or down here, because then you can still see. So I'm going to fix it where we can put a tag behind this one. I think she could handle, well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how old she is. She's told me, but can't remember. Okay. Just have to make a tag to go back there. So I'm going to do a flip through of all the books, and I may do 2 at a time that I'm making for this one custom order. I have this person ordered 4, so 1 is a gift, and I'll do it after I do the granddaughters. Man, I wish my grandparents would have bought me a journal back then. I would have been introduced to it very young. Okay, so this one is going to allow us to put a tag in. We'll have to make it, but that's okay. I love this one because it's kind of like a game when you pull those out. I think when it's all said and done, I'm going to go back through here and I'm going to add some gems. Where are my red ones? That's the green. You know, you lose stuff as you go along here. I'm going to add some of these gems, 1 on each snowflake. I like to put a little glitz in here, especially when it's a female. I don't know if I would for me, but I would at Christmas. Okay, now that one's set to go. So we're going to move over to the second signature. We have a pocket there, so we move along and let's see what we've got. Okay, now we've got this page again showing up. Trying to decide. Now, I have only so much ready, you know. I think next to this, oh no, I don't want it to interfere with that. So I like to kind of do the pages as something that matches. Let me see what else is in this first half. This might be good because there's red. And they're all sitting around waiting for instructions. Let me keep looking here. I kind of like to match up whatever's going on. It's not a big deal if I don't. There's Santa. Could put something right there. Let's do this one here. Okay. I'm still not sure about that, so let's pass on that one. Don't feel, you know, the whole excitement from it. So, I'm going to pass this. And don't want to put anything there. This shows the tree and the snow. It's a fun little book. It's kind of like Where's Waldo? Okay, so here is the back of that card. I can't put those there. Okay, so we, you know, this needs to go on the other side. So how about we do, let me get to a place here. How about we do, can't decide, guys. We could put, I don't want the coin envelope on there. We could put something like this on there, and that would be fun. Okay, let's do that. Now this time we're just going to cover the whole back. My glue tip is crazy. I'm not kidding you. Does not look too cool. It's weird. This one decorates the back side. It's so strange. They have the back side actually looks better than the front side. I don't understand that. And the reason I know it's the back side is because the other side is what's open to put your stuff in. Strange, right? Okay, now we're going to do it right here, and then I need to check our time. So I had fun. During the one drawing, the raffle light drawing, where you put the tickets in, I was telling you, I bought 20 and it was 30. There was one big Disney pack of paper that's an old pack. It's real thick, and it's not cardstock, it's just paper. But all the Mickey paper they had there just didn't ring my bell. So I'm just going to get a book, and I'm going to do Charlie a Make-A-Wish book from their trip. So soon as the holidays are over, I'm going to do that. Now, see, I'm thinking this little tree doesn't have a star. Now, we don't want that, right? Let me bring my goodie box. This is the first year I've done this, and it has really helped. Now, there are a few things in here I threw in here until I could get to them. I know there's some stars, and oh, right there's one, but it's not silver. But does it really matter? I mean, you know. We got a giant one, which is not going to work. I don't want the black and white ones. I want it to be solid. And so I'm going to go with just the red one because, you know I don't have a silver in there. I probably have a silver somewhere, but I don't know where. Okay, so we're going to set that right on top of that little tree, which I fussy cut. And so this is, I'm going to pull this out and make sure I get everything rubbed down good. Go under the little tickets. I love all these little Santa tickets I got on it. They were a digital file, and they're so cute. And I have really small sizes and really big sizes, or these are the big ones. Okay, so let's go to this last portion of the journal. Let's see. What do we have left? We have 2 pockets. So, I don't know what all I've put over here. I'm thinking we need to put either, let's do something here. I like that tree over there, so I think that'll look cute. Let's put this little pocket here. Oh my word. Leave you alone 5 minutes and you go crazy. And then now it's gluing everything. I should be using a wipey. I just hate to waste them. Let me get one. You know, just waste them on this stupid glue doing its thing. And I usually keep my lid on, but I'm just trying to be quick in the video. What can I say? Okay, let's see how many minutes we have. Okay, we have 10 minutes. So, if I saw it right, we're going to put this little pocket here. And I'll probably put something in this little pocket that has to do with that Christmas tree there. And I'm going to do some stenciling in this book also. There we go. Yes, it's all over my fingers again. It's weird. You know, you don't get it. You put it on the same way all the way around, or at least you try. And there's always that one side. I didn't decorate these little tree pockets because I just thought the trees looked so cute on there. And I didn't want them to look, you know, be covered up. It's kind of pointless, right? So, I have this one little, there we go. I have something I want to put in here. Look at that. Got it in a garage sale. Was going to put it in the last book, but I ran out of space. And really, it's better off for this book. Okay, so we're going to go back to the beginning. And I'm trying to space things out evenly. Is what I'm doing here. And I want it to make sense. I may end up covering that. I don't know why this 20's on here. But let's take it off. It doesn't want to come off. I'll have to get a stronger eraser probably. It's been on there a while. It looks like I had a thing full of, look at my lid. I had a thing full of Christmas music that I got in a vintage shop. And I try to use as much vintage stuff as I can. Have to go one direction and hope that it comes off. That's pretty good. Okay, I got other things to erase. I'll leave that out. Okay, so thinking, where do I want to put the letter from Santa? I thought it would be fun in this front page. I don't like to put any, if I put something on one side, I don't like to put it on the other side. Does that make sense? How about, I'm going to have to decide, let's put this right there. I need to get a green paper clip. Let's just do green. I think it's better for kids. And I might need to change that other one too. Okay, so there we go. Let's go to the second half. And I think on this second half, I want to do... This is the second half where you end up seeing a bunch of... let's do that. Because there is a tree right there. And... I keep coming back to this page, so. Well, that was pretty crooked. What can I say? That was pretty crooked. There we go. Covering up the end of that, my machine acted like a crazy person when I was zigzagging. I'm not kidding you, on this very end. And there's always a way to fix things, right? Anyway, I just was so frustrated with it. When I pulled the bobbin out, the bobbin looked all I'm not kidding you. It looked like a bird's nest. I was like, it was a brand new bobbin. I know that everything was fine with it when I put it in there. Where is my eraser? There it is. So I know that, you know, bobbin wasn't put in there wrong. I think sometimes it's like paper. Really, lady? So, back to the raffle. I won 4 things in the raffle. I won the Disney pad that was about this thick, 2 inches at least. And I won, what else did I win? I won 3 Christmas packs. And one of them, my sister really put all her tickets in. She really wanted it. And I won it. So I gave it to her. And she was happy. She was a happy camper after that. Okay, I think we have everything glued in except the big tree. But now, this is what I'm thinking. Where do we put the big tree, right? Don't know. It needs to be, I think, back, you know, in the second half. I wonder what it would look like on here. Because this is how it ends up looking, right? Let's do that. I wouldn't normally, but I like that it's like that. And I am going to try to mimic the whole thing. Okay, this is my 25-cent. Do we want to put it up? Or let's put it like this. I don't want to put it up in the air. This thing is sequined and beaded to death. Now, this has got to have some heavy glue. Let me get my sleeves up. We want it to stay, right? Come on, little guy. Got to get the stars. The star all fixed. And I know this is going to leak out. I just have a feeling. I'm trying to put most of it in the middle. I never got my ticket called, but get this, I had a great secret pal. She did wonderful, Yolanda, and she watches my videos. Hello. How are you, I think it was Yolanda. I didn't find your name written on anything, so I just wanted to make sure. So we had fun. My sister, oh my word, my sister. She had this, I don't know. I guess this person just really knows how to put a basket together, because that's what she did. She put huge baskets. And when my sister would go up there and come back, all the girls on the table were like, what did she do to deserve that big basket? Well, we met 3 ladies on the other side, next to Pat and Jennifer. And, and we had fun laughing with them all night. But the next day, I mean, they were watching and, you know, commenting, wow, you know, blah. Well, one of them was my sister's secret pal. And so they were having as much fun as we were teasing my sister. They weren't teasing her, but they were saying, wow, you know, you was a good girl this year or whatever, you know. And then they would take it back with them when they'd go to dinner, and they'd just laugh and have fun with it. And isn't that neat that you can laugh and have fun with some, you know, with another person, just being nice to another person, doing something special for them. My secret pal was great. I can't complain at all. She made me 2 table runners. I've already got one down on my buffet. And So I put the snowman one down because we're going to decorate right after Thanksgiving. And how's that, you guys? Is that not awesome? And I didn't get any leakage out of the glue, so I'm surprised. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I'll be back. I'm going to put some videos together, and I need to work on my design team project. And so, won't be that long. I'll be back. So, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I know I sure did. And, can't wait to see you guys back. Welcome to the new subbies. Got quite a few this week, and I welcome you. And I hope you just come back and leave me a message so I can welcome you properly. Okay, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.